this will be my first time in a long time buying Dior. I actually haven't bought Dior in the longest time. To be honest, you know what it is? Do you keep a wish list? Even if it's not of material things, do you have a list of like places you want to travel to, experiences that you want? Maybe you're moving house, you're starting a family. Do you have a list of things that you desire? I would recommend it because it's bizarre how these things come true. Hey everyone, welcome to another video. I was thinking what to do and I just want to have a catch up with you, and I thought I would share with you like a list of things I want to get this year. Some of them you might be quite surprised about, others you might not. But not all of it's stuff, actually. A lot of it, actually, there are some things here which aren't that expensive, but they're on my list anyway. And I do like to keep a list. I do have like a law of attraction journal, and I like to list things on there that aren't necessarily stuff, like a bag or a skirt or something, but I like to list on there bigger things. So one of the first things that I want to get this year is I've kind of already seen what I want, but I want a new dining table and chairs. So the dining table and chairs that we've got, we have had since 2015, so like 10 years basically, and it's really nice. It's a really nice set, but it's in a style that we don't really love anymore, and there's like a matching sideboard that goes with it. And we were in Harrods, so the sofa set we've got is from a brand called Eichholz, and we really like this brand. It's got like a certain sort of like contemporary feel to it, but it's quite sort of glamorous, but I don't know if it's looking that way right now, but from far away it's quite a nice sofa set. Anyway, they do the most amazing table and chair sets, and there's one I've seen which is circular and it's kind of got like a marble top. The only thing is it only comes with 4 chairs, and we have people over a lot and we like to have a minimum of 6 chairs. Plus we have a bar area which is, we've got bar stools on, so when we have people over we can fit more people than would necessarily fit around the table. But I really like it. If I could get it in a bigger size with more chairs around it, I think that would be better. But David really likes it too. The only thing he's saying is that the space it's going to go in is better customed for a rectangular table than it is a circular one. But we've got like a separate sitting room, and we're thinking we might even put it in there and turn that other sitting room into more of like a dining room, as opposed, and we've got loads of thoughts going on at the moment. And one thing I wanted to say is you would be surprised, because you would think that Harrods furniture is just astronomically expensive, but actually you can get some really good deals, and they do these things where it's like 30% off every so often, between 10, 20 and 30% off. And like the sofa suite we got, including 2 really big coffee tables with it, we got these cheaper than you would buy a whole set at DFS. Not the coffee tables as well, but the sofa set. We've got like a 3-seater and then 2 separate single-seaters, cheaper than we could have got at DFS, and like a nicer design. So Harrods is really worth it. You can get a deal there as well. Like, they're willing to do deals, particularly on any of the show stock, any of the things they've got on display. So definitely go and check them out. The other thing that I really want to get, so it's like a piece of jewellery this year. I always feel like years with 5s in them are big years. And this year I feel as though a lot of the things that I want are less designer bags and more jewellery pieces. And there is a particular ear cuff that I really want to get, and it's from Ideal, and this is it. And I've seen it worn and it looks really striking. So what I like about it is I've actually taken off a lot of my earrings because I slept awkwardly on this one, which is like a new piercing. I slept badly on it last night and it like blew up, so I had to take all of my earrings out. But I normally wear an earring here, and it's got like a little dangling chain and a cuff that clips on here. I don't have a piercing of that on that bit of my ear. So what I like about this piece of jewellery is it means that I can clip it on. I don't need another piercing there. I love the way it looks. I have got quite the collection from Ideal, actually. These are some of the pieces that I've got. I've got like bracelets, necklaces and earrings. I want to try their rings as well, because they came out with a new range of rings for, like, they hadn't done rings before, and they came out with it in 2024. and I liked the designs of them, so I might check those out as well. But that ear cuff, definitely 100%. Sticking with jewellery, the next thing that is on my list is from Luxury Promise. And I don't know whether you know this, but Luxury Promise also sell fancy coloured diamonds, as well as gemstones jewellery. So you can either buy single stones that you can go and set yourself, or you can buy the stones and they will set them for you. Or you can just buy a piece of jewellery, so they have jewellery already made there. And I really want a heart-shaped ring. I've got this heart-shaped ring, and this is really cute, but it's a bit morbid. It contains the ashes of Louis in this, and I'd like another heart-shaped ring for this hand. And they've got loads of really nice pieces at the moment. I think it's called tourmaline, but I would like a tourmaline heart ring, and they have one that I am eyeing, and it's not like crazy expensive, and it's set in gold and all this kind of thing, so it's pretty good. The next thing that I want, and I ended up getting, and it's from this brand, Beyond the Vines, and some of you saw this because I showed you it, but I really wanted to get this bag. And this didn't come with it. I bought this separately from Beyond the Vines, but this is like a little mirror that I just clipped on the side. And I think this is called the puffy bag or something like that. But on the inside, it's magnetic opening, closing. And on the inside, the black version is blue. And there is, see this zip section in the middle? This actually comes out, so it clips in there, but you can take it out if you just want one big open section. And I'm being really drawn to bags that aren't thousands of pounds these days, like Coach as well. Coach have had the most amazing sale going, and I bought an Ergo bag, reduced from £295 to £147, I think it was. I'm sure it was £147. And that was a pretty good discount. And when that turns up, I will show you. But this bag, I absolutely love it, and I love the way it looks. It's so casual, I haven't got to worry about it. It's kind of like squishy, it's really, really nice. And it came in this dust bag. So the packaging with it's really, really nice. This year we're thinking about where we're going to go on a trip. And this year, you know, I said, like, years with a 5 in, they're big years as far as I'm concerned, for the good, for the bad, you know, but they're big years where I feel a lot of change happens. And David and I, like, I've spoken about it loads on my Patreon, but we've got some really big plans for this year, and we are thinking about going away, but we're just thinking about doing like a little trip due to the other stuff that we've got going on. And we're thinking about either going to France or Greece. I would quite like to do Athens. The reason why we wanted to do France is to go back to the south of France. So some of you might remember, because I've filmed it, but in 2018 we went to Nice, and we also travelled to Saint-Tropez, Monaco, a few places along the coast there. And the thing was, at the time, we had so much work on, and we were getting up, not by choice, we were getting up really early in the morning to get on our laptops to do the work, and we were both literally sat in our hotel room trying to get the work done, ordering breakfast in because we couldn't even go down to breakfast. Then we were going out on the day, doing our emails on our phones. Like, we didn't really get to enjoy the trip, and we didn't really get to, I remember the day we went to Monaco was a really stressful day, because we're in the car literally on the way there, and then this email comes through, and it's like this big piece of work that needed to be done by the next day. And I just remember the anxiety, because I don't like to like turn down jobs. I like to be able to like get on, and if I was at home it wouldn't have been a problem. But we were just walking around Monaco, and we rushed it, and then we got in the car and we went back to Nice so we could get back to the hotel room, and we worked that night to get it done. It just wasn't a relaxing trip, and we'd like to go again, relive it, go to all those places again, and not have that anxiety, not have that stress. So that's why we're thinking about possibly going back there, although Athens we've never been to, so maybe that would be better. Okay, a couple more things. There's a pair of boots from Vivea. So Vivea are a brand that I speak about a lot. I actually work with them, and they are brilliant. I won't say the word how good they are, but they are really, really good. And they send me stuff. Whenever I do a video, they'll send me over like their new collection to wear, which I know I'm very privileged to get that, very fortunate to get that. But they've got a pair of ankle boots that I really want to get before winter ends, because I don't know whether they're still going to do them, and they might cancel them and then bring out spring summer collection. But they're these. I really like how they look. And I've got the knee-high versions, and they are so comfortable, and I just would really enjoy the ankle version. And I thought, do I get them in black? Do I get them in black with the cream sole, or do I just get them in cream? And I think I'm just going to get them in cream, because I've got like a million pairs of black ankle boots, but I don't have anything like the cream. And what's really good as well is things like water runs off them. They're impervious to water, they're really warm, they're really comfortable. And yeah, so I'm definitely up for those. And then the final thing that I quite like. So there is a girl on YouTube, and you have to follow her. She's really good. She's called Cara. I'll link to her below. And she does these really good. If you like luxury hauls, if you like luxury shopping, she does all of it. And like luxury shopping vlogs. And she put up this picture on her Instagram. I hope she doesn't mind me using the picture, but this is it. She put up this picture on her Instagram, and she's wearing the most beautiful Dior skirt with Miss Dior t-shirt. And I just saw this outfit and I fell in love with the whole thing. The skirt is absolutely stunning, even though I did think to myself, Sophie, where are you going to wear that? Where are you going to wear that skirt? Oh yeah, it's really nice, but where and when are you going to wear it? Because it's always freezing in the UK, and it's kind of like an event skirt to a degree. It's kind of, I'm going to a bougie picnic, or to the races, or to, you know, to like some sort of summer event. And I don't know, I need to see the fabric before I decide, but this will be my first time in a long time buying Dior. I actually haven't bought Dior in the longest time. To be honest, you know what it is? I've been totally sideswiped by Fendi. Fendi have got me, and they've had me for a couple of years, and Fendi are great as well, you know. And what I like about Fendi is that with a lot of these brands, they are silly expensive. Not worth it expensive. Fendi is still, they're still okay. There's, you know, like they've got these bags out at the moment, which I really like as well. And it's also on my list. I think it's called the Mama bag or something. And it's like, for the medium size, which is a pretty decent size, it's not like a mini thing. It's £2,500 and it's full leather. And I thought that's pretty good for full leather. I thought that's quite good, but again, let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? But that kind of thing in Dior would be like £4,000, probably more. But I think this bag from Fendi is really good. And that's why I've not been in Dior. I have been sideswiped by Fendi. Fendi have got me. Same with Chanel. I haven't been in Chanel for ages. I actually did go into Chanel a couple of weeks ago because I was really like in the mood to buy like a jacket or something. But they didn't really have anything in there. They had very low stock. I think possibly a lot of it gets sold before it hits the shelves, so by the time you get in there, it's like whatever was left over. So yeah, there wasn't really much that was tempting. But anyway, that's everything. Do you have a wish list? Do you keep a wish list? Even if it's not of material things, do you have a list of like places you want to travel to, experiences that you want? Maybe you're moving house, you're starting a family. Do you have a list of things that you desire? I would recommend it, because it's bizarre how these things come true when you write them down, in my opinion. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.